Model United Nations, also known as MUN or Model UN, is the main topic we're about to introduce at the beginning of the video. The history of MUN can be traced back to 1920s on the campus of Harvard University. Formerly known as Model League of Nations, it had transformed to MUN after World War II. It's a new trend among Taiwan high school students and has been popular for years in university, at home, and abroad. MUN is a simulation conference for both high school and university students held around the world. This conference is conducted under rules of procedure, which is designed based on the real United Nations rules. Students will have to acquire basic knowledge about international politics and assigned topics, which they are about to discuss in the coming conference, such as African integration, drug trafficking, problems in DR Congo, etc. Students are required to prepare documents, do research about the topic, and then lastly submit their position paper prior to the conference. Every student represents one particular country in a particular committee or council. During sessions, delegates will have to gain support from as many countries as they can, by speeches, negotiation, concessions, merger, lobbying, and so on. Finally, they draft a resolution with dozens of delegates, and through voting procedure, the draft resolution, the DR, will be decided and approved by the voting.
Having the opportunity to attend 2014 NHS 1 is a very important and valuable part in my high school life. During the conference, we were able to communicate with all the delegates from all around the world, and over 2,000 delegates get together for the United Nations conference and make us able to, we got the chance to practice our social skills, model United Nations skills, and negotiate with other delegates, and also practice foreign languages.
We started our fascinating journey then, from Budapest International MUN 2011 and 2012 in Hungary, Halle Berry MUN 2013 in the UK, National High School MUN 2014 in the US, and finally MUN of Lübeck 2015, this time in Germany. Unfortunately, we have encountered lots of difficulties and injustice in this activity that form financial barriers. But before counting up the problems, we'll start with what we've learned abroad, dig into the world of MUN, and recognize the importance of this activity. First of all, preparation. The preparation before the conference was no doubt tiring, but beneficial. We did so much work.
It has been such a long time since we came back from the US, but I can still remember it very vividly. For me, it is really an unforgettable experience in my life. Though the preparation was tiring, I think it's worth it. We can learn not only English proficiency, international affairs, but also presentation skills.
But still, missing something.
I participated in the Committee DISIC, which was the largest enlistment. With over 300 people in the room, everyone has a few chances to speak. Well, during the conference, I noticed that all the delegates are well prepared, with thick portfolios. Though we prepared well, there are still something that we forgot. Well, anyway, it's a really nice experience.
Preparation is essential for delegates in MUN conference, because most of the issues assigned are pretty tough and complicated. The issues are still unsolved in the real United Nations, not to mention students' MUN. However, it's difficulty and challenges that make us learn. We can't solve problems, but we can learn it through practice and experience.
The committee I was in was DISAC. Well, it is a double delegate committee. Well, the committee I was in was like 300 people. Well, maybe it doesn't sound crazy, but it's actually very big. The committee also was super big that everyone, you need to work really hard to get a chance to speak up. Well, at first of the conference, everyone was just babbling their ideas and were not listening to anyone. So we were getting a very hard time trying to speak up because everyone was so self-defensive and aggressive. Well, but throughout the committee, we learned how to communicate with others. We passed notes, and it was easier for our to express our idea. And I forgot to say that our topic was transnational border security problem in Africa. Well, the country we represent is Cote d'Ivoire, so we are deeply concerned with this issue. And through this conference, I learned that I should look and think from every possible point to explore this huge, surprising and unpredictable world in the years ahead of my life.
In the sessions, I was under great pressure because I couldn't speak as fluently as others did. However, I didn't give up. For the first time to stand on the stage and being recognized for like a minute and a half, I was a little nervous and anxious at first, but somehow the courage in my heart gave me confidence to say out loudly my point of view and brought me a sense of achievement afterward.
I've learned a lot during the conference. It was a great experience when students from all over the world actually gathered together, sit around the table, and tried to solve some of the most important issues around the world. Growing up in the country where the adults always tell us to obey and respect the way Western students communicate and debate is really fascinating. Unlike us, they're not afraid to express themselves, even when they might be wrong. When they make a mistake, they look forward to your correction. That is because they believe that understanding each other's opinions and conclusions is the key of successful communication. I really admire their attitude and courage.
Frankly speaking, delegates and chairs didn't mind your slow speaking mode and were willing to see everyone to share opinions and offer creative methods to solve the issue. Having an active and outgoing personality plays an important role in catching other delegates' eyes, and then getting myself a chance to cooperate with them eventually. There would be no success under the work of an individual, but the power of teamwork will bring out the best results. Here are two parts of recording made in New York. Two of the members, Tony and Sean, made speeches in your committee. Other members also spoke up too, but sadly we did not capture their speeches.
They said because now the Darker Abidjan highway is now already being built, so we think that we avoid overlapping. We should do railroads besides highways that would also lower the cost of the railway. And also PPP is very important in this project because that will boost the project cooperation in this country, in West Africa, and not only by the government. And also transparency is important in this project, which we encourage that the World Bank would take in charge of the assessments and monitoring of the project. And
okay, thank you, delegates. Okay, we will now be taking 10 more speakers. All those wishing to speak, please raise your placard.
Build new economic infrastructure, and also we can train them, or like if it's a governmental building, then they can work in it so that they can help their own people, and in the same time they have a stable job and opportunity.
We've learned a lot through the conference. Everyone has their own say, but in short, it's indeed an unforgettable experience.
You can learn history and culture of other countries from the meeting and the trip. All in all, it's great that we can make friends around the world. Perhaps you thought that this trip was just for fun, but trust me, joining one can change a person's life. Joining one can give you an opportunity to change the world.
It's really true that this is not a foreign trip. It's a journey that offers you a chance to engage with the world.
But The most important thing I think I got from this experience is we were able to look ourselves and through different aspects. And I think it's important for Taiwanese students to know what's really going on in the world.
This was what Brian felt at the beginning of the session. Although this was not my first conference, I still felt extremely nervous when I walked into the conference room. Some people then came over to say hi to me. I tried to be polite, but sometimes it was not easy to respond to them because they either spoke too fast or had a very strong accent. So I felt so sorry to have them repeat what they just said that again. And this was what Brian learned from the conference.
Sometimes people ask me why I participate in Model United Nations, and I always answer them like this. I play Model UN because I want to challenge myself. I'm not a very outgoing person, I always know that. So through talking to public in a conference room, I am able to leave my comfort zone and seeking for new possibilities. Second, because the topic we discuss vary from conference to conference, so we have the chance to study and research different things every time, and therefore widen our knowledge. I really enjoy the process of debating, negotiating, compromising, cooperating, and finally reaching for consensus.
I have learned a lot during this experience, not only the basic skills such as communicating, brainstorming, and integration of information, but also the similar and different values and outlook between Eastern and Western students. We indeed learned a lot from this journey, and no doubt this is helpful for either Taiwan's education or diplomacy. However, the reality is too unpleasant to be told. But as usual, we have to speak up for those who lost the chance just because of their economic background.
In September last year, I saw a post on the school website. It was 2014 New York National High School Model United Nations application. The moment I stared at the screen, I couldn't believe my eyes. It took me some time to believe that that was true. I read over the details and soon found something weird. It said, please consider the following statement before application. One of them was economic background. I was stunned, and a thought soon appeared in my mind that someone can't even participate in this activity even though he has a great ability.
Unacceptable, I thought, but I could do nothing at that time. Therefore, I still applied and took the training course.
The day came. Well, not the day of departure, but the day of reality. Someone came to me and said, oh, congratulations, I've heard that you've been admitted to the NHS MUN group. And I said, oh, thank you so much. And I said, so are you interested in MUN? And he said, yeah, of course. And I said, well, then did you apply for that? Because I didn't see you had an application. And he sighed. He said, no, I didn't apply for that. And I wondered why. But, well, anyway, I ought not to guess, but just asked right away. Why not? And he said, well, my parents cannot afford. I felt so sorry for him, but he just said that it's not my fault and wished me a great journey. He even said to me, well, remember to tell me your story in New York. It seemed that I've been there.
He's diligent, smart, and really interested in MUN. Less barrier is more opportunity. More opportunity is higher quality and equal chance for each student. This was only one of the cases, as you may guess. That's absolutely true, which indeed not many people can afford such high costs. So days have passed, years have gone, but justice is yet far. After I came back, I sought for subsidies from government, like Ministry of Education and Taipei City government, and schools. But there were so many obstacles on the way, such as some legal problems and executive orders, procedure, and so on and so forth. This failed, not because of the school, but because of the problems of the hall system. Then I found this crowdfunding platform. I was surprised and encouraged to go further. I told myself this time to try again. No matter what the result may be, I should try once, at least once. I said to myself, if I give up, if I find opportunities but do not take actions, I am to blame. Model United Nations is a distinctive activity that brings students closer to our planet, our land. As a global citizen and a citizen living on the isolated country of Taiwan, we must get more students to involve in such kind of activities, especially when we can travel abroad, meet students around the world, and truly engage with the current events on our Mother Earth.
Model United Nations builds a bridge between Taiwan students and students from around the world. Model United Nations, where challenges are always tough, but pleasant at last.
Participating in this one is a lifetime event. While attending, you can not only cultivate your team working, but you can also express your own opinion about the global event, which is of vital importance in the current society. So, do you know that it would be really unequal for those who have dreams or have thoughts, but lack of money to attend this kind of activity. So your penny, your $1 means everything to them. So let us help them and do them a favor and help them to pursue their dreams.
Without your help, your dreams may not be able to fulfill.
Please support our fundraising program. Every dollar is important to us. Thank you very much.
Please donate to us.
Help us build our dreams.
If you are interested in our program, please support us. Every dollar is very important to us. Thank you very much.
Donate to us and make their dream come true.
Most importantly, Taiwan needs you. Education changes everything. It is you that can make things different. Let us build the education dream together. For fairness, for justice, for education, for Taiwan, and for all. Please go on to read the project text down below. With sincere gratitude, thank every one of you very much. See you and bless you all.